show. We've had you on before, but that's because it's kind of exciting because I think even our high school programs are thinking about bringing in or have already started to bring in rugby.
Yes, we last year they started PE rugby, and so this year we're starting a high school girls rugby team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we already have a boys team, but it'll be a fall sport for the girls.
Okay.
And it'll start in September.
We don't need another fall sport for the girls. I'm sorry. I just want to point out that we have like 2 in the spring and 20 in the fall.
Yeah.
But regardless of that,
So every school will have a rugby team?
This will be a club. It'll be a club team, so any girl in the area can join.
Okay, great. And then will they go travel around the state and play other club teams then?
Yes, it's a tournament format, so they'll have at least 5 tournaments that they'll play during the fall.
So what's the interest like? I know you were actually on the show for something else, but this has got my interest.
That's okay.
So what is the interest like that you've gotten so far from area youth?
So far, we're really excited. A lot of local schools don't have a lot of options for girls, so they're really excited to try a new sport. And it's different. It's something new. A lot of girls saw it on the Olympics, so they're really excited to try it out.
Right, and it's a little bit modified than the full contact that you can see on TV. So can you explain how they modified it?
Sure. So this is sevens rugby. So this iteration is 7 players on each side, same size field, and they have 7-minute halves, so it's very fast-paced and a little bit less contact than traditional 15s rugby.
Okay.
But it's a lot faster.
A lot faster. This is really interesting. You know what? We're going to do something really bizarre. We're going to actually
I haven't done this before.
When we come back, we'll stop talking about the high school level rugby, and we'll come back and we'll talk about what's going on for Queen City Chaos. Back to talk women's sports. This is Lisa Chinkler once again, and I want to say a shout out to Highland Dairy for sponsoring our show. It's really wonderful, and I'm thinking with as hot as it is today, Highland Dairy ice cream sounds really good.
It does. I was kind of thinking ice cold milk though too.
Yeah, that would too. So we've got back on our show. We heard from her a little bit earlier about high school rugby, but Katie Scott's back with us, and now we're going to talk about Queen City Chaos, the women's Springfield area women's rugby team. And I believe you have some stuff coming up, like competition, maybe some tryouts. Why don't you fill us in on what's happening?
Sure, yeah. Well, this weekend we're having a golf tournament sponsored by the club out at Island Green in Republic on August 4th. And then August 6th, we have our info night, which will be a meet and greet, find out about rugby. We're having that at Dan Kenny Family Center.
Oh, wonderful.
For the women's team. That'll be August 6th.
What time?
That'll be at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, anybody can show up?
Anybody can show up, yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll have an info night for the high school girls on August 21st at Dan Kenny at 6 p.m.
Busy this month.
Very busy, very busy. We'll start practice on August 9th for the women, and we usually practice Monday and Thursday nights, 6:30, and anybody can show up. If you want to just watch and see what you think, that's fine. We'll probably grab you and try to get you to at least try to pass the ball around and see what you think.
That sounds fun. So going back in time,
Sure.
or forward in time, whichever way you want to look at that, August 4th, this Saturday, you have a fundraiser golf tournament. There's still spots open?
Still spots open. It's $75 a player. That includes lunch.
Okay.
And
It's on the 4th?
on the 4th. Yep,
And
this
so-
Saturday.
And so is it a 4-person scramble?
It's a 4-person scramble,
And
yes.
they'll put you on a team, or you can bring your own team?
Both, yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Great.
Great.
Will most of the women that are the athletes that are on the team, will most of them have rugby experience before they start playing, or could this be, maybe I played soccer or I played field hockey or lacrosse in high school and come in and something post high school, post college?
Sure, that's a great question. No, most of us don't have any rugby experience. When I started the team, only 3 of us had ever played rugby before. Prior to playing rugby, I never played a sport. I was in marching band. So a lot of ladies come in from other sports, soccer, basketball, volleyball, all translate really well. We actually have a golfer from Missouri State on our team now. So,
what's her name?
Kiara.
Oh,
so,
right.
Yeah, they're a great bunch. So it doesn't matter. We take all shapes and sizes. We need every skill set. So anybody who's played sports before, you'll have a lot of background knowledge, but you don't have to have it. We'll teach you everything.
I know they can go online to the website for the Springfield Rugby Club and learn. They have a nice little page that explains how to play rugby, what the positions are, and because it's not football,
right?
It's not soccer, it's not basketball. I mean, it's its own sport. It's really awesome.
But it is kind of a combination of skills from other sports.
It is. American football is based off of rugby, so you'll see a lot of familiar ideas throughout but it's very different.
You know, I think one of the things I like about rugby, well, there are a lot of things, but one of the things I really like is just about the time you think everything's it's over, nothing's gonna happen, all of a sudden the ball's out and off they go again, you know, and you think, how did they do that?
Yeah.
You know,
It
they
turns
have
so
the
fast.
Scrum and
Yes, we have
Yeah.
the scrum, and then we'll have rucks, so where we contest for the ball, and
right.
yeah, it can change very quickly, especially in sevens because it's so fast paced. One bad pass can completely change a game.
What's the size of your field?
It's bigger than a football field,
Right.
a little bit wider and longer.
Very large.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
So
is.
there is a lot of endurance
There is, yeah.
and involved in it. So you
Think
got to be
it
in
is-
pretty good shape.
About like a soccer field,
Yeah,
regulation,
a little bit
larger regulation
Yes.
soccer fields.
Yes,
yeah,
it's
on
a
the-
little
on
bit
the
bigger.
large unit, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of us, not everybody has, they've not worked out recently, and that's okay. Rugby's been a great way for a lot of girls to get into shape.
And you have all shapes and sizes.
That's
of
right.
women,
Yes.
Because I know that. And,
There's-
you know, we have all shapes and sizes here at the table.
Yeah, every position is different. So every position requires a different body type. So no matter what you are, come on out because we've got a spot for you.
How about officials? You know, you always hear we
Yeah.
always have
Always
to slip
me.
something in there, but you know,
Always
rugby, there's a lot of physical contact.
Yes.
Seems like officials might kind of play into that to keep cool heads every once in a while.
They do a really good job of managing that game to make sure it's pretty fair. I will say rugby, for as hard a sport it is, everybody's very respectful on the pitch. I mean, you'll play really, really hard, but we walk off the pitch best as friends. Yeah.
Awesome. So what's your schedule like? How many games do you have? How far are you going to be traveling?
We will have about 6 games each season. We'll be going to Omaha, Nebraska in October, and we'll go to Lawrence, Kansas in October, and the others are still being scheduled.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then are you hosting any here?
Yeah, we're hosting a TENS tournament August 25th.
Okay.
It'll be a huge tournament, men's and women's,
Okay.
so it'll be a
And when you
big
say
deal.
huge, how many teams do you expect to come for the women's side?
From the women's side, I'm hoping for at least 6. I know there'll be at least 10 men's teams there, but it come from all over the place. And be an all-day event, so come on out, bring the family. It's great.
So it's just a one-day event.
One-day event.
And tell them where this is
Wow.
at.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
it's not easy to find unless you're out on the highway. You
Yeah,
can see it from the highway.
so we have a pitch out off of MM Highway, Farm Road 144, just off of James River Freeway or I-44.
Okay, so in between, just get off there.
Correct.
The fireworks place, but everybody knows that.
That's right.
Turn left.
Yeah.
Go back towards Republic. Okay, that's really, this is exciting. And then I also noticed you're also celebrating Pink Month,
Yes.
October.
Yes.
Both teams are participating, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we do a pink event. We did it a couple years ago, and I think we're hoping to have another pink event where we'll get pink kits for everybody to wear and raise some money for breast cancer research.
Do you have like your uniforms, special equipment, padding, anything like that you need to have? And do I need to come with that, or is it provided? Or
The only thing you really need to practice is a mouth guard and cleats.
Okay,
And soccer cleats work just fine.
that was my next question.
Yeah,
Might be,
that's-
they don't have do they have rugby cleats? I'm sure they do,
They
but
do,
not in
but-
Springfield, Missouri.
No, yeah, you have to order those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like everybody to come try it out, and if you really love it that much to buy the special boots, by all means, that's fine, but no need to. Just
Okay.
get soccer cleats, those are fine.
And this is easy for people to find. If they want to learn more about it, just go to springfieldrugby.com.
That's
It's
correct.
that simple. And there's tons of great pictures. You guys look like you have a ball out there. And then you also have some video of it being played, so that if you have never really paid that much attention, you can slow it down and stop and watch it a little bit. And I think that's a great opportunity, like you said, just to get in shape.
Yeah.
A lot of women, when they get done playing college sports even, they don't have that sport anymore
Right.
because it's done. Basketball, it's hard to find games to pick up or even a team to put together, so they want to continue on with another sport. Usually they come to golf where you don't get hurt, but rugby's not bad.
Yeah.
you know, she's always promoting that.
all the time.
She thinks everybody can play golf.
Yes.
And everybody
They
can.
should. And look, everybody uses golf to raise money. So, anyway.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you have some things going on in the spring, or is it only in the fall?
Oh no, it's both seasons, so
I
we'll
thought
have
so.
another
I
full
thought so.
spring season as well. And then in the summer we have sevens rugby. So for the adult women.
Okay, so really quick, let's explain. We did this last time.
Yeah.
The difference between 10s and 7s, because you say it like it's, you know,
Oh,
and
sure.
I'm like, it's like me talking about pars and bogeys. Some people think like,
Right.
what?
Yeah,
So-
so traditional rugby is 15 players on each side. same size pitch, so it's a little bit more contact.
Mm-hmm.
It's a longer match. You have 40-minute halves, so 80 minutes total. And sevens rugby is what they play in the Olympics. So
Mm-hmm.
7 people on each side for 14-minute games. So it's much faster paced. And then tens is kind of a hybrid of those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here in Springfield, you're not doing any 15s. I guess.
In the fall and spring will be 15s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for
okay.
the women. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
and just this tournament that's coming up is going
Correct.
to be 10s.
Be 10s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have timeouts during those 40-minute halves?
No.
Or is it constant?
Continuous?
Continuous. There's no timeouts. The only time maybe for an injury or something, or
Do you have
that's our penance.
substitutions that go on, though?
Once you're subbed in, you're done.
You're
So
done.
yeah, you can't come back out unless for some reason, it's an injury. But that's
So
it.
that's where rugby and soccer meet. 40-minute halves, non-continuous run clock. So
Yeah.
same thing with soccer,
Yeah.
I believe.
They have
Yeah, but they
substitutions,
have
yeah.
substitution.
They do have substitutions,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about the clock part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the club that you have, is it a member of like the national, like is there a national for the Olympics, like the national governing body of rugby?
Yeah,
So are
there's
you a member of that?
We are, yes. So you have to join USA Rugby. Every member
Okay.
has to join USA Rugby to participate, and that covers you insurance-wise while you play.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. But everybody's a member.
I would think in rugby that would be important,
That would be important, I think so too.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, my husband played rugby
Oh, really?
when he was in
I
college.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and so I've seen the rugby and everything, and
Sure.
And
I
he
was.
lived to tell about
He
it.
lived to tell about it, and he might say something about me playing field hockey, and I might say something about him playing rugby.
That's right.
So real quick, do you have an age limit that's allowed to be on the Queen City Chaos?
18, and
Okay.
you can play at 17 if you sign a waiver.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sounds good. So
And then
that's-
your high
that's by the
school was
It's
15.
15, and you can play at 14 with a waiver.
Okay,
Mhm.
and that's up to age 17. Okay.
Yeah, 18, yeah.
That's great. That's great that you have that, and I'm really glad that you came on the show to share
Thank
this
you.
with us again. So, thank you once again, Katie Scott, and we wish you lots of great success for this season and safe play.
Yeah.
Also,
Thank you.
so
It'll be good.
and we will be right back after this next commercial.